Hey guys, welcome back to LS Vintage Design. I'm Lisa. How's everyone doing? Today I have a really informative video for you. I hope you enjoy it. Today's video is about identifying sterling silver or true silver jewelry. So come on in and I'm going to show you some examples, talk to you about how you can identify it. It's really not as hard as you think once you figure out what to look for. So come on in and let's learn about identifying silver. Okay guys, so how do you identify silver? How do you know, is it sterling silver? Is it real silver, not silver plated? I'm going to give you some common hallmarks to look for on your vintage jewelry to tell if it's sterling silver or not. One is to look for 925 or 0.925. Silver's purity level is 92.5%. So if you look at your clasp, and I'll show you some examples in a little bit. If you look at the clasp or on the bracelet somewhere or on the charm, ring, whatever, look and see if you see the 925 or the 0.925. If you do, then it's silver. If you see the word sterling, sterling equals that 92.5% or the 925. So yes, it's silver. You can look for a maker's mark, which IDs the manufacturer of the piece. And I'll get into maker's marks in just a minute. You could look for a date mark, which indicates the year the piece was made. Now, there are 5 standard marks on silver. One is the manufacturer maker's mark. And that could be a symbol. It could be, I'm going to show you one in a minute, that's 2 trees. Okay, so you kind of have to know what your maker's marks are, your manufacturer's marks. Is it somebody's signature? One of them is a signature. One of them is symbols. So it just depends. But a manufacturer is the maker's mark. It could have the assay office mark, office where it's tested and verified. So wherever your silver's been tested and verified, it might have that office mark on there. Purity. Town where the piece was tested, or date, year piece was tested. So any of those things on a piece of silver jewelry will help you identify it. So let's look at some examples and I'll show you what all that means, because I know that's kind of like, what? That's kind of confusing. So let me show you, and we're going to start with this one. And this one's really clear, really good. On this one, it has both the word sterling and the 925. So sterling and 925, there you go. But it also has the maker's mark. The G in the square, that's the maker's mark, or it's called their cartouche. Think Egyptian. They used symbols to represent words. Well, the maker's mark, the manufacturer uses symbols to mark on silver because it would be too much maybe to write out their name. This one also has the city or the place where it was tested, Denmark, has the 925, has the year, 63. So this had a lot of the information I just told you about. Most of them, unfortunately, aren't this clear and don't have this much information. Let me show you another one. Now this one is a little harder to make out, but you can make out the 925, and you see the 2 trees? Those are a cartouche for the manufacturer. So there's your maker's mark. So you have the 925 and your maker's mark. So yes, that is your sterling. Let me show you another one. Okay, now this one is very old. As you can see, it's really hard to read, but if you make it out, you can make out the word sterling across the bottom. This is an old ring. If you think about how rings are worn, you know, it's going to wear. On the clasp of a necklace is where you would find the $9.25 there. Now I'm going to show you one that you might run into. Here's another one. It says sterling. Has a maker's mark. So it's really easy if you know what to look for. Now, what is this? This isn't $9.25. This isn't sterling. What we got? This is $800. When you see $900 or $800, that means it's 80% silver. So it's not sterling because sterling is $9.25, 92.5%. This means, though, it's 80% silver. So if you see a $900, it's 90% silver. If you see an $800, it's 80% silver. Also, you can see there's maker's marks on this. It's just not the sterling, but it does have silver in it. This is a very basic, very beginner's guide to help you if you come across some vintage silver jewelry and you want to know if it's sterling or not, and you see these marks on the back, you will have a very baseline knowledge to be able to tell. Yes, you can do tests. You can do a magnetic test. Doesn't always work. You can do an acid test. Don't know if I'd do that. It can tarnish and destroy the jewelry. So going by this very baseline is a great way to start. There's a lot of books you can get that will help further your knowledge. There's courses you can take if you really want to pursue identifying, sterling silver on so many levels, because of course you have sterling silver ingots, which are the bricks. You have spoons, you have tea sets, you have just even quarters. After 1965, they're a copper zinc combo, I think. But 1965 and before, quarters were sterling silver. Pretty cool. This is, like I said, this is just some information to help you get started, to help you if you're out in a estate sale or if you're in a thrift store and you see a really cool silver jewelry piece and you want to know, is it sterling or not? If you ask, they're probably not going to know. Okay. Simple way, look for the 925 or 0.925. Look for the maker's mark, which is the manufacturer's mark. Look for a date, the town, or where it was tested. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, remember, I am moving my Etsy shop off of Etsy onto my own website. Link is down below. Be sure and go check it out. The prices have dropped tremendously because Etsy was charging a lot of hidden fees, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So go check it out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, and those pieces you've been wanting are available now. I still have some to move, but I'm getting there. And like I say, if you see something on the Etsy shop that you want, I haven't moved it over yet, message me and I'll move it over immediately for you. So thanks for being here today, guys. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button with that little bell. A lot of great videos coming your way. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I will see you on Friday. We are going to get old painting that doesn't fit our decor, and we're going to change it into something that will. I'll see you on Friday. Have an awesome week.